Although the legal dispute involving Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has been settled, the public relations war continues. And it was crucial to expose all the fabrications that Amber Heard herself uttered in her statement. She is still unable to learn and will not accept responsibility. And it's crucial that we get the facts straight here before she and other media sources try to alter history. So make sure to watch until the end. Hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. This is her statement. After a great deal of deliberation, I have made a very difficult decision to settle the defamation case brought against me by my ex-husband in Virginia. Here's the truth. She refused to resolve the dispute. She made her own judgment. The case is still valid. Amber, who was found guilty of defaming Johnny Depp, has waived her right to appeal. She continues by saying, "It's important for me to say that I never chose this. I defended my truth, and in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed." But the truth is, she first submitted that false TRO as a TMZ publicity stunt, which everyone realized was intended to ruin Johnny's life. After she agreed to a reasonable divorce settlement, Johnny eventually gave up and said, "Let's move on." Here is the agreement, a $7 million donation to charity, and so forth. She regularly violated the terms of that contract, and after that, she published the libelous op-ed that got her into all of this trouble. Now I finally have an opportunity to emancipate myself from something I attempted to leave over 6 years ago and on terms I can agree to. I have made no admission. This is not an act of concession. There are no restrictions or gags with respect to my voice moving forward. First of all, never once did she allow Johnny to go. The audio tapes proved it. Several times, Johnny tried to leave, but she would remain there, crying to him for hours, pleading for him to stay. Additionally, it is a formal concession. She still has to pay for defaming Johnny Depp. That makes no progress. It doesn't change. She is also unable to defame him once again. I make this decision having lost faith in the American legal system, where my unprotected testimony served as entertainment and social media fodder. Look, the legal system in this instance was entirely fair and just. Amber's SV accusations were first made public by her own lawyers. If she is furious with anyone, it should be her own attorneys. They are aware of the rules. It's also another method Amber uses to manipulate the system and pretend to be the victim. Her attorney is to blame. They should never have released it if she did not want to see that testimony, but they did. When I took before a judge in the UK, I was vindicated by a robust, impartial, and fair system, where I was protected from having to give the worst moments of my testimony in front of the world's media, and where the court found that I was subjected to domestic and sexual violence. The truth is, Amber Heard didn't prevail in the UK case. It was against The Sun, a terrible tabloid. She has this strangely strong need to defend this tabloid. It's crucial to note that the judge's own son was exposed as having dubious ties to Rupert Murdoch, the owner of The Sun. And even the UK judge, who committed numerous errors, stated that he was unable to determine whether or not she had SV. I exhausted almost all my resources in advance of and during a trial, in which I was subject to a courtroom in which abundant, direct evidence that corroborated my testimony was excluded. I believe what she was trying to indicate was that she had exhausted all of her friends who were willing to lie for her, and both sides had the right to reject evidence and hearsay, including an audio recording of Johnny's doctor admitting that Amber severed Johnny's finger. Time is precious, and I want to spend my time productively and purposefully. For too many years, I have been caged in an arduous and expensive legal process, which has shown itself unable to protect me and my right to free speech. Well, she's never been silenced. She has always been free to express herself, but that does not grant her the right to lie and defame others without consequence. This is exactly what is going on. She was found guilty of defamation by the jury. That remains true. She lost, regardless of what she or the media try to tell you. I cannot afford to risk an impossible bill, one that is not just financial, but also psychological, physical, and emotional. Women shouldn't have to face abuse or bankruptcy for speaking her truth, but unfortunately, it is not uncommon. None of these legal expenses have been paid by her. The insurance companies have already paid a portion of the amount and do not wish to make any additional payments. She claimed she couldn't pay her legal bills despite having $7 million in the bank that she had pledged to donate to charity. So where is it? In settling this case, I'm also choosing the freedom. She is not settling the case. She keeps repeating this to deceive people. She lost the case and settled her judgment. Amber Heard agreed to pay Johnny Depp $1 million after defaming him. I will not be threatened, disheartened, or dissuaded by what happened from speaking the truth. No one can, and no one will take that from me. My voice forever remains the most valuable asset I have. Additionally, correcting her is not an attempt to silence her. She actually lost a lot of money because of her deceitful speech. I'd like to thank my outstanding appellate and original trial teams for their relentless hard work. Some of her attorneys are pathetically ineffective and distraught when defending an impossible Amber. Any survivor knows that the ability to tell their story often feels like the only relief. I cannot find enough words to tell you the hope your belief in me inspires, not just for me, but for all of you. Thank you. See you soon. Amber shouldn't be speaking on behalf of survivors to anyone. She has done nothing to further the cause. Furthermore, I find it bizarre that more women and survivors are letting this go on. She simply abandoned her appeal. Now that she has paid Johnny $1 million through her insurance company, she is victimizing herself for greater PR by utilizing actual victims. How is that okay? Despite how much we would like this to be over, this is not over yet. Amber is obviously not going away quietly. Will Johnny have sufficient strength to have to go through this again? He doesn't want to do that, and Amber Heard probably already knows that. Will she, however, keep on poking the bear and making statements that will defame him further and further? Johnny eventually made it plain that this wasn't about the money, but Amber made it apparent that it was about money. She makes a donation pledge, but never really does it. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us in the comments. Check out our channel for more videos if you like this one. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay updated on our latest videos. Don't forget to hit the like button.